Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. This game is Dangerous Golf, which is of particular interest to me and hopefully to you too, because it's made by the original creators, or at least a number of them, the original creators of Burnout. Burnout was and is my favorite racing series of all time, Burnout 3 specifically. I don't know about you guys out there. I know there's some Revenge fans, some Paradise people out there. For me, Burnout 3 Takedown is where it's at. So the background on this game, the developer is Three Fields Entertainment. Alex Ward, Fiona Sperry, and a few other folks who are old school Criterion people, Criterion being the original Burnout developer. They struck out on their own like about a year or two ago, left Criterion, and here they are with their first game. It's called Dangerous Golf, and as you can see, it definitely has bits of Burnout in it. In fact, it seems very clearly inspired by Burnout, except in a sort of just more hilarious indoor golf setting with a flaming golf ball. I had Alex Ward here. I spoke to him. Unfortunately, we had a technical error and lost all of that commentary, so I'm going to try and just give you some of the points that he gave me as best I can remember them. And I will note as well here. So we played. Alex played the game for a while with me, and this video that you're watching has all of the menu screens and loading screens edited out of it. So for the 9 or whatever minutes this video is, this is basically just a supercut of the gameplay. Just again removing any menu screens and any loading screens just to get you straight to the good stuff, which is Dangerous Golf. Now, as you can tell, it's all about breaking stuff and causing as much destruction as possible, which will be right at home to anybody who has played Burnout. Now, some interesting things Alex was telling me. Not only, first of all, this is Unreal Engine 4. It's a very pretty game. I mean, take a look at it. The set pieces are really, really nice. Here as we, again, supercut jump into the next one, this fine ornamental Voss room with all these mirrors and... I don't know, was that a weird British or Scottish thing I was doing there? I'm not sure. Anyway, even Smash Breaker is like Crash Breaker. So definitely nods. And then, of course, they're doing it based on medals. Very, very clear nods to Burnout here. You aim, you fire. Now, what's funny about this to me is that, Angry Birds, a lot of people are going to look at this. The younger people are going to look at this and go, oh, it's like Angry Birds. Well, yeah, except that Burnout was kind of the original Angry Birds, right? If you think about it, which I didn't really think about it until Alex Ward was here and showing me the game. I was like, man, this was Angry Birds before there was Angry Birds, when you just smash cars into things and blow up as much stuff as possible. You are ultimately trying to also put the ball in the hole. You'll have a putt too, but you're mostly just flinging the ball around to break stuff. And besides the very nice Unreal Engine 4 graphics, another interesting thing that's in this game that Alex Ward told me about, the physics. This game uses a really, really sophisticated physics engine, I'm told, and which, of course, in this specific game, as we move to now the kitchen scenario, in a game like this, you want to have as solid of a physics model as possible so that you get the most realistic, crazy destruction when you're flinging the ball around. As you can see, the burgers are marked as sort of the key items here as he just... Yeah, I like that each part of the burger is modeled. You got the bun, the meat flying out. You got the bun, the tomato. That's pretty... I mean, this is pretty funny. I'm really anxious to play a bunch of this game. There are a whole ton of scenarios in here. As Alex was scrolling through the menus, he had everything. You'll need to unlock things as you go. But there were just dozens of different scenarios in the game. And what I like about this is, you can play it with your friends, you can pass the controller around, try and beat each other's score. But it's just, this is totally a fun pick up and play. And there goes the ball in the hole there. A fun pick up and play arcade game, and I really think that that's kind of a nice just palate cleanser for everything that's on the market now. It's like, this is the ultimate just turn your brain. Well, I mean, I don't even turn your brain off. I don't want that to come across as an insult to the game, because you actually do have to think about your angles and what you're going to aim at, but it's just, you know, there's no story, there's no gritty characters that are going to die, then you have to have any emotional attachment to them. It's just aim the golf ball and break as much stuff as possible as we move to the another scenario here called no smoking at a gas station. You're about to see some really cool fire effects before the whole thing lights up. And yeah, I really like what the idea here, that it's sort of taking Burnout's Crash Mode and riffing on it in sort of a very fun scenario. Now, if you're not aware, this developer, Three Fields Entertainment, headed by Alex Ward and Fiona Sperry and some ex-original old-school Burnout people. Oh, here goes the there goes the flaming fuel filler. There, the gas pump. Boom. So these guys, they're finishing up Dangerous Golf. It's out in June. We don't have a specific day yet, but it has been set for a June release on, I should note, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC as well. Their second game, Three Fields Entertainment's second game, is going to be a spiritual successor to Burnout. It will be a crashy car game. We don't know the name of it yet. We don't know any details. They haven't announced the game yet. They've only announced their intention to make it, whatever name it ends up taking, whatever shape it ends up taking. But for me, I mean, I will be I'll be playing this in the meantime because this just looks super fun. But I cannot wait for them. I've been waiting for a new proper Burnout game for years. You know, you remember there was the Burnout Crash game, which was a digital download, an Xbox Live Arcade game. It was almost more of a pinball game, though, than anything else. And it's, you know, it wasn't, you know, you weren't driving really the car. You were just kind of flinging a car at stuff. And I remember I burned through that game in probably a day, maybe 2 days tops. You can see all the champagne spray flying everywhere. Touch of the bubbly. But, yeah, I'm just really excited for the original creators of Burnout to get back to doing what I feel, in my opinion, as a fan of Burnout, that they do best. Alex noted this was a special thing you do. If you land your ball in certain special areas like that bucket, you'll get to launch it again. So there he goes into another splash landing into the bucket. So you can launch and get the after-touch control, just like in Burnout again. Oh, into the third bucket right there. And just continuing to cause all sorts of havoc and destruction. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what the second game is going to be that's a Burnout spiritual successor. For now, you know, Dangerous Golf looks fantastic. At least, you know, again, it just looks fun, doesn't it? It's a pretty game. It's a simple game, but there's a lot of neat combos and score challenges and fun physics effects. I'm really optimistic about this, and it's coming out at a time, you know, there's not a lot of stuff out in June. You know, the summer months tend to be a little quieter. It's a good release window for something like this, I think, again, and just in my opinion, as we'll go move to here's the final area of this video here. Hopefully you've hung out with me this far. As a, you know, fancy living room with, looks like there's a dinner party that's about to get going. Not anymore. There, wait for it. Boom, there go all the dishes. So, the Smash Breaker is ready to be active. There it is. There, boom. So, the dishes flying all over the place. Broken windows, all kinds of stuff. So again, as we wind down here, the game is Dangerous Golf, made by Three Fields Entertainment, a studio comprised of many of the very original creative minds behind Burnout. Burnout 2, Burnout 3 Takedown, Burnout Revenge, Burnout Paradise. And there it is. So for much more on Dangerous Golf, we're going to have a lot more on this, especially as it nears its June release. Be sure to keep it tuned right here to IGN.